You and PicoPico is a rom-com slice-of-life manga by Yuzujiri, the same mangaka that created Delusional Teacher, which I covered a couple videos back, so you already know that this is going to be a good one. It began publication in 2021, and I believe was completed in 2023. The story follows Ota Taichi, a gaming enthusiast. He, as expected, joins his school's video games club. When he first arrives, he encounters one of his classmates, Onesaki Agaha, who at first seems to be the only member of the club. Being a gal, Ota wouldn't expect her to be in this club, never mind being enthusiasts for the old school consoles. They grow closer together over their shared interests as they conquer games from every generation. Agaha is very carefree and highly expressive. She says things with no restraint, and I like this about her personality. As a part of this, she'll often mislead Ota by telling him some very enticing things, only to mean it in the context of the game, which they happen to be playing in that chapter. Somewhat of a letdown for him, but one of the manga's main sources of consistent humour. When the manga introduces the other members of the club, she immediately shows a connection to them, and upon meeting Suru for the first time, a new club member, she can't help but tease her for her attraction to the club president, showing that her playful and outgoing side definitely goes beyond that of just gaming. Well, as expected of a gal, I guess. As usual, Ota being the MC of a rom-com is somewhat hopeless, but he does do slightly better than some MCs I've mentioned so far in my reviews. He definitely shows competency at playing games, and luckily for him, the series has minimal stages of conflict, so that's not too much of a concern for him. Yuzujiri does a great job with video games in the series too. They took the time to really get into detail on a plethora of genres, with a huge stretch in the gaming timeline that really is truly respectable. Another really noticeable detail in the series is that they went out of their way to replicate the art style of the games in question. I think that my personal favourite would have to be chapter 4 for this kind of example. It's based on Animal Crossing, and oh boy, do the panels showing the game resemble the series. That being said, when I first read this series, I certainly felt all kinds of nostalgia while reading. Honestly, I think the series is very deserving of a high A tier. I understand there's bias from the drive of the series being video games, but it really isn't a series where that's its only merit. Agaha makes for a very cute and fun heroine. The plot is simple yet effective, and I really like the varied amounts of art styles that are included. Yet again, this is another series that is definitely deserving of an anime series. Fingers crossed. Thank you for watching, please check this series out. If you enjoy the video, please kindly give it a like and maybe share it to others who may have an interest in giving it a read. Slap in a happy cat or 12 and call it a day. Smiley face.